When the time comes that your family needs in-home health care, there's so much information to wrap your head around. Well, here to help you is Catherine Rogers. She's the Executive Director of Absolute Companion Care, and she's here to tell us more. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
So it is a lot of information, and it normally comes at a time that it's very critical. We need it for a loved one. So tell us a little bit about your company and the services that you provide.
Absolute Companion Care has been in existence since 2006, providing care for elders in their homes or any place that they reside. Oftentimes we are in facilities, we are in assisted living, independent living. Our caregivers can come for as little as a 4-hour shift and as much as 24 hours. We've had clients who we've taken care of 24 hours a day around the clock for years.
Wow. Just to be in home and making sure that they're okay.
Absolutely. Safety is usually one of the biggest things people are concerned about at first.
Yes.
But my caregivers will cook, they'll do light housekeeping, they'll do transportation, and their biggest push is to engage someone. They want to engage. Our elders get lonely, and that engaging process helps them to have a happier life.
Absolutely. And I know that you've been in the industry for a long time now, but a couple years ago you had a personal connection where you needed home health care for a loved one. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how it impacted your business subsequently?
It was a big impact. My husband was diagnosed with a very rare form of Alzheimer's back when he was 49. So we're 5 years in now, and I will be honest with you, even having served the elder population and often dementia clients for many years, even I was not prepared for the day-to-day rigor of living with someone with dementia. It gave me a different perspective. It helped me to understand what my clients really were going through, and it helped my clients to know that I was there with them. I was traveling that same path.
Right, you could support them, but you could also empathize with them because you are on the same path.
Correct.
So talking about the services that were needed or that are needed for people that are in this situation, the difference between home health care and residential services, what is the difference?
Well, home health care is set up so that you don't return to the hospital. It's usually after a 3-day hospital stay. It includes occupational therapy, physical therapy, oxygen therapy oftentimes, and always a nursing visit.
Okay.
What we do is the day-to-day. We help support you ongoing, because some clients come out of the hospital and recover just fine, and others don't. Others find they have a deficit and they need help with certain
so you
things.
guys help to close that gap.
We do.
And so if someone is in the position where they're looking to hire a licensed company or caregiver, what questions should they be asking before they decide to utilize those services?
Well, they should be asking things like, are the caregivers all employees, or are they independent contractors? If they are independent contractors, should they cover their own liability insurance? If they're employees, are they under your liability insurance, which is usually the case. You also want to know, what is their license number? Look it up. Very many people call and ask me if I'm licensed, but rarely do they ask me what the number is.
Wow.
Right. And then don't be afraid to ask for referrals from other clients. That's okay too.
And then financing it all. I think a lot of times we get in these situations and we all of a sudden need this care, and then we think about, oh my gosh, it's going to be so expensive. What are the options that are available?
Well, there are a couple of different options. The first thing is that most of residential services are private pay, so it's out of pocket. However, if your loved one has a long-term care insurance policy, that will often cover it. We become experts at reading these policies and knowing how to make sure that you are receiving the services that you actually purchased.
Okay.
For clients who are having more of a financial inability to pay, there is help through Medicaid. Medicare does not cover our services yet, but
you'll help walk them through that process.
We absolutely do.
That's wonderful, and I know that you have a discount for Midday Maryland viewers, 10% off of the first week of services. They should go to absolutecompanion.com or call the number on the screen. Thank you so much for being with us. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.